like the eye is with you, and it
Hmm.
leads you to different paths. But eventually, you do find Gregory in that same room. But we'll get to that later because it'll take you a while to get there. Gregory, and you see the hands of Carmi flapping about. What do you do?
Was that directed at me or bees?
Bees. Gregory,
Okay.
you
Oh,
see it.
yes.
You
I'm
see it.
sorry. My internet just completely had a seizure. So, yeah, I heard the football eye, and then, you pulled it, but I can't do much. And then it all just stopped.
That's okay. We're back to you, and you see Carme's hands flapping about. What do you do?
Um, ah, part of me wants to run away. Part of me wants to, like, stop and try and figure something out. But at the same time, Carme has shown signs of life. Nobody could find Carme. I found Carme. And Carme is still at this point alive, so I cannot waste time. Um, I'm gonna run over. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start walking over. As I walk over, I heard this
You
like
do.
almost a decade ago.
You are so it's a bank. Like
Hmm.
the animals are on a bank, and then Carme is in the lake of gold.
Okay. Like,
So
okay.
there's
So I'd
liquid
have to
gold.
jump in the lake
Yep.
in order to get to Carme.
Mhm. Just so you're aware
Um,
of that.
All right, well, I'll get up to the point where like the last bit of land before that,
Mhm.
and I think, yeah, because I heard this from my grandma, and I always thought it was kind of silly, but I at this point, let's try it, and I hope this works, which is the
Mhm.
name of my move. It would be nice if you had everything you needed, but sometimes you're missing that one crucial ingredient or two, or tool to get you successful treatment. But you can always improvise.
So
All right.
this
Yes.
move is only during the synthesis phase.
Oh, only
We are
during synthesis.
we are
Oh,
still on the
oh, I see it.
diagnosis.
Synthesis. My
Yeah,
bad. Sorry.
that's okay.
Right, dear. Oh man. Well then I'm still gonna do it. I guess it just won't be move.
Mhm.
I am going to whip out that harmonica,
Okay.
and I am going to try and play music to soothe the savage beast.
Ah. Go ahead and roll a lure.
All right.
You can also add a D4 if you can
Ooh.
explain to me why you have a specialty with your harmonica based
Um,
on your training or background.
yeah, it's one of those things that he was forced to learn when he was younger.
Mhm.
Um, because his grandma always said it was, you should pick up an instrument, and he never really found anything that like appealing. And
Mhm.
so she whenever it was storming, she would always sit out and play the harmonica while it was, to calm the kids when there's, the thunder and lightning and everything. And he, after a while, started to like it and picked it up. Just, she would give him lessons, and he was always a little shy about playing it in front of her. But there was not a single time he's ever played it in front of her that she wasn't smiling from ear to ear, or had her eyes closed and just rocking back and forth enjoying it.
Awesome.
So he's
Uh,
had a lot of practice with that, and I cannot find a D4 to save my life. How do I have 100 dice? And oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to call it out,
It's
and
like,
I
how
lost
dare
one.
you? It's right here.
Now I have 99 dice. All right, so is that sufficient for the D4?
Yep, two D6s and a
Sweet.
D4.
Woo! All right. Oh, oh. And allure is 0, right? Fudge
Hmm.
cookies. That's fine. That is a 12.
Perfect. As you play the harmonica, you do notice Snasher getting calmer. And as she quiets down, the screaming gets quieter as well. And then she falls asleep. The gushing stops. The gold is still for a moment. So still that it looks like you might be even able to walk on it. But that is what you see. Snatcher is asleep, and the lake stills. Mechanically, the screaming have stopped, and
Mhm.
you have, let's say, a couple of actions before Snatcher is awake again.
Okay. Um, and you said the gold seems like I can walk on it?
Mhm. Stills for
Okay.
a minute.
Okay. I will. And Snatcher seems to be in a lot of pain, and like
Yes,
that. Okay. Um.
but she is asleep right now. You
Okay.
have lulled her to sleep.
Well, I don't know if I can break this gold. So I think, and he knows it's not going to be a good idea, but he's going to try it anyway. Um, he's going to make his way across the lake,
Mhm,
and he's going to make his way to the to Snasher, and still playing the harmonica.
mhm,
As he gets close, he's going to like he's trying to look around to get like a good idea of the damage.
mhm.
And then as I, I reach in my bag. Are the peaches still there?
You have roll for me a d4.
Okay. That is, hey, 4. Haha.
You have 4 peaches left.
Sweet. All right. So I think as he's playing the harmonica, he reaches and feels the peaches and goes, okay, okay. He's gonna take one peach out, set it in front, like set it on the ground in front of Snasher's face?
Mhm.
Is it easily to distinguish a face from this
Yes.
creature? Okay,
Mhm.
so right in front of the face, and then look at how big the creature is. Grab
He
a second one and put it down.
She is pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, and then go shit. Grab a third one and put it down. And then as he's playing, he's going to slowly reach his hand out towards its face and then just kind of wait. He's not gonna touch it. He's just gonna wait as he like slowly stops the music and then just waits there for it to wake up.
Awesome. Couple of things happen. You said you tried
I
to look
died.
and
Damn.
see how badly Snatcher is hurt.
Yeah.
As you see it, you see that in the areas where there doesn't seem to be eyes, those seem to be wounded. In the areas where there
Okay.
are still eyes, it seems like it's, the eyes themselves are helping it to, helping stop the onslaught of the gold. So that's the main
Mm,
thing that you see. Um you do see that when Snatcher is asleep, the screaming completely stops. And again, for everybody else, at that moment, the screaming stops and the eyes all turn to, each other, and it feels like they're all just standing still when Snatcher is asleep. Um there is calmness that you can feel. Like it doesn't feel like a scary silence. It feels like the the eyes are connected again.
hmm
So Elise and Kay, you notice this with the eyes in that room. The monster doesn't wake. Snasher doesn't wake up yet.
Mhm.
Snasher sleeps, and it feels like Snasher sleeps for a long time.
Okay.
20
Yeah.
minutes. It feels
Oh,
like a
wow.
very long time.
Okay, yeah. After like a minute or two of no movement, he's gonna like look around and go and grab one of the peaches off the ground and sit there with like this little portable mortar and pestle that he has and just kind of start like crushing it up,
Mhm.
and he's gonna try and make like a salve that he wants to put on the wound because he
Awesome.
knows it has like peaches have the ability to like a mild uh anti-inflammatory,
Hmm.
so he wants to try and like put that on there to help with the pain and
Awesome.
everything.
It is at this point, Fen, that you walk into this room, carrying the
Uh,
eye with you.
yeah. I think like I'd heard at whatever point the quiet kind of fall over the place. Walk in finally, see Gregory, see Gregory working on this peach thing right in front of Snasher. Very brave. And then see that Carme's hands, I guess, are free as she wriggles in the mech,
Hmm.
and like look at Carme and look back at Snat at Gregory, look back over to Carme again, and just like roll my eyes and quickly move over towards Carme now that I'm seeing actual movement there.
Hmm.
Um, I can get to her without too much trouble, right?
The lake is still, and you
Yeah,
can walk on it.
perfect. Well, if that's still maybe the gold's inactive for the moment, I'm gonna use one of my specialties.
Okay.
With a couple of minutes of study, I can find a good seam to pull most things in half with my hands.
Perfect.
Uh, and so, yeah, I think just like Karmate, what you would see is this shape just kind of materializes in front of you, hugs itself over the edge of what's the mech's name again?
Fortuna.
Fortuna, over like the edge of Fortuna's cockpit. And I don't know how much you can feel this under a layer of gold, but like Fen goes down and squeezes your fingers just to be like, hey, I'm here. And then like traces around the um kind of the crevices for where your arms are pinned down and just tries to find spots to start pulling off chunks of this stuff.
Perfect. You're successful in doing that, and you find yourself free, Carmi, after being covered in gold.
Ah,
Yeah, Fen puts a finger to their lips and then points over to where the spider is sleeping.
Um,
Uh,
Elise, Kay, you see Robert holding the eyes, and it feels like you from the feeling that you get from him, it feels like he's come home to his family, and he's just bonding with them. And then the screaming in your ears stop, and all of them, including Robert, turn to both of you at once. One all at one time look at you, and Robert says, "We are asleep. The peace won't last long. You need to get out."
I agree. And where did they go? She like Kay is like rolling her eyes. I thought the point was we're supposed to stay together.
He,
Yeah.
they are with us in the room.
Okay. So we have
Okay.
momentary peace. We need to get all of these people out so that the eyes can return. And then we have
Yes.
to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah. The Snatcher is agitated because all these people. She's like standing on Zippy's back and kind of taking a head count. How many people do we have in this area? Does it look like?
So with Josiah leading like 15 out, and
Mhm.
then there's 15 dead. eyes.
Hmm.
About 20 people in the
Okay.
room.
Well, things aren't gonna get better until we get these people out, and she'll stand on Zippy's head, and it's like, everyone, we're gonna get you home. The eyes are gonna lead us back to the entrance. So come on, we'll get you back home, and we'll get you some refreshments, some food once you get back. I'm pretty sure some of you are hungry and have
You see
places
some
to
people
go.
cry visibly
Nope. Nope. Everything's okay. Everything's okay.
because
And
of
then
when you mention food.
mhm. And she'll look at least just kind of like when it's like the eye. It's the eye Cresties, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we need to
had
get
to
these people out.
help us. So Robert looks to you and says, "She is the most important one. I will lead them out. Bring the eyes home." And Robert does just stand up, gathers everybody, and just leads them out, leaving you in the room with all of these eyes. And the eyes are like, "We need to get to her. You need to get to us."
Yes. All right. All right. Is this everyone here? Is everyone? No one's no. She'll look into. No one's stuck up at the horn, right? We have everyone. Because if we do this and we're missing some eyes, it's gonna be mildly irritating. So let's try and get all. Let's try and get all of them back. Hopefully we
You
don't
can
lose
roll
one.
for acuity just to see.
Okay, acuity. 10.
Awesome. You have gotten every single one of them. With the exception of the ones that Fan has been carrying in his bag, the the dead ones. All of the living eyes are here with you.
Oh, good. At least I think we have everyone. Do you think you could use your magic to get us back to where the Snasher is?
I could try. If she looks towards the eyes, can you lead us there? Do you know where to go?
As one, all the eyes seem to be speaking together and says, "We can get back home."
Okay. I think that's where our other companions went. You could lead
Yes,
us?
we can see them. They are there. And they are gonna be in danger soon.
Right. If you could lead us there, maybe we could get them out.
What kind of
Yes.
danger?
When we wake, we will break apart again.
Well, all right, let's go, everyone.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll for allure. And I want to see how you both do. So I'm just gonna take the best out of both of your rolls.
Is it allure?
Yep.
Is nuances of crowd control play into this?
If you'd like, you can add a D4. Where is it?
I would.
On account of it is a crowd, just
Crowd of
you know,
eyes. So
hive mind crowd.
Would psychology work as well with this, or
what was your one?
monster psychology?
Explain it to me.
Just like,
Why?
hmm?
Yeah, explain to me why monster psychology might work in this
Allure.
game. Yeah, with your allure.
Like, we just want, like, urging them that this is for, this is what Snasher wants, this is what you want. So
Mhm.
the faster we do this, the bread will help Snasher
Okay.
and do what you want.
Yeah, okay. You're convincing the monsters, technically.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. That's what they. Okay.
I had an 11.
awesome.
Also 11.
Perfect. It doesn't take you very long. The eyes quickly lead you to the room, and you enter again. This big room filled with frozen farm animals, cows, goats. You see Gregory sitting in front of Snasher, mixing something up. You see Fen and Carme, in the middle of this lake of gold, with Carme being free from the gold. And you see the eyes start to crowd, start to walk on the lake towards Snasher.
Hey, we got the eyes. They said it's about to be very dangerous in here. I think we need to leave.
Or we should at least get off of the Gold Lake.
Yeah,
Carmen, you okay? How?
you're not dead. Good.
Um,
Mostly okay, at least.
Awesome. Everybody roll
Therapy
for
in your future.
acuity.
Sorry, roll for what?
Acuity.
Acuity.
I got a 5.
Awesome.
Assuming
also
my
got a
acuity's
5.
-1.
Awesome.
Oh no.
6.
Pretty all right.
Man, that is.
I have a 9.
Okay, perfect. 4? Sweet. The
That's
four
with
of you
my
are
+1.
distracted. The 4 of you are distracted. You just came out of gold. You just drag a bunch of eyes into the room. But Gregory, you see Snasher starting to breathe a little faster. That's it. What are you guys gonna do next?
I think now that the team's all together, Fen is going to turn to Elise and say, well, just kind of like to the group at large, say, I don't know if getting out just to come back in again is gonna be the move. I think we need to I think we need to start going.
Yeah.
I know Gregory's not gonna stop being a dumbass, so I don't know. You've been here the longest. Uh you've probably got the best idea of what's going on in the place writ large. What have you got? Just an explicit invitation to do here's what I got so we can get that last clock segment filled. Also,
I mean, I could summarize the evidences if you'd like. Just
Sure.
a refreshment. All right. Snasher is bleeding in the areas where there are no eyes. It seems that when she's asleep, the everything gets connected. The when she is awake, the gold continues to bleed, and it becomes active, and if you get caught in it, you get frozen, just like our dear Carme here. So that's the evidences that you got.
I guess I pass this off to Elise because she's been around for the most stuff, whereas like Gregory and just to metagame maybe a little bit, but Gregory and Carme have both been out of commission to varying degrees recently. Although if you guys think that you'd be the ones to put the final plan together or to forward theories, it ain't gonna be me.
You yeah, because you'd have to roll for acuity with that one.
I would. It's bad. So,
Acuity,
Elise, if you got
acuity
something,
is
or
not
Carme.
great.
I mean, Gregory and Carme both have the best in it.
I
was
do
just about to
have,
say.
yeah.
I mean, Gregory's made up his mind.
Mhm.
This
So
poor creature
if
needs
you
to
wanna
develop.
fill us in on what you're doing.
Like, what do you think is wrong with Snasher?
Um. Well, I just from my little bit of observation, And this is the thing. I don't know if I would like. This would just be me saying to everyone, the players, because I don't think Craigery would be saying anything
Mhm.
right now because he knows it's starting to wake again. So he's trying to hurry up and mix this as turn it into a paste as fast as possible. And he also has his harmonica ready, um, where he can try and calm it down so it doesn't just wake up and say, "What the hell?" No, no, no. So, but oh, yeah. So I don't know. How should I proceed with this? Because I think it's just the
I mean,
eyes have gone.
you both
Oh, go
can
ahead.
roll for here's what I got, and depending on what the result is of your rolls, I can tell you like the result. So you both
I'm
can still
always
do
down to
those
roll.
actions. Yeah.
All right, and that's gonna be acuity, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See what I got.
Well, you have to tell me first what you think is wrong with
Oh,
Snasher.
okay. That was a good roll. Uh, uh, I think that it is because I did remember hearing something about uh dead eyes being in Finn's backpack.
Mhm.
So I think it's whatever's affecting Snasher. Um, I think as these eyes die off, that's causing that like kind of like a cyst, and when it dies off, it like pops and causes the bleeding. And Snasher is just in a whole lot of pain right now and isn't focused on, oh, well, let me try and like calm myself to stop the bleeding, is freaking out because of pain and it seems everything is of a hive mind, so I'm sure all the eyes and everything that is a part of Snasher is reacting to this loss of life, and probably is just not in the right frame of mind, and is just in like wounded, panicked animal mode.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll your acuity, please.
Okie dokie. Come on, Acuity, don't fail me now. I would like to be on more than a couple episodes. Oh God. That's a 7.
All right. So on a 7, you pick one of the things on the list for here's what I got. So you could just mark one clock segment as successful. You can get a session ace, which is just a D4 that you add to the
Mm,
pool. You can know where the monster is headed next. Um, if it decides to leave,
mm.
you'll have an idea that I will give to you. You can learn the name and effects of one wound, which is basically what the false gold ability can do.
Ooh,
If you
think
take the clock segment, we auto succeed the prognosis roll.
I want to know
You don't
about the
auto succeed it. You just
gold.
roll plus 10, plus 3.
Oh, true. But
Yeah.
you also get the critical ace.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is great. Critical ace is plus 8. No, D8.
Dang.
Sorry, not a plus 8.
Fine. I go for that one, even though I want to know about the gold.
I
I'm a
mean,
team player.
I mean, we can keep discussing it out amongst ourselves if you want to just take that extra fact, extra bit of information.
I was promised a cool epilogue scene if we speed run, so let's go.
All right. So the clock is done for the diagnosis. Carme, are you gonna roll for yourself too? What?
Yeah, I can roll.
All right. Tell
Roll to
me what you
find out
think
about
is
the gold.
happening.
Oh. That's a really good question. I think what's happening. My character has high acuity. I'm not sure I do IRL, but what I think is happening is